Hello and welcome back to Little Avocado Farm. We are back in the kitchen today. We've had several days of cold, rainy weather, so we're going to plant microgreens. This is what got us through a pandemic winter. We had fresh greens, sprouts, lettuces all winter long because of these great little trays that we made ourselves. So we picked these up from our wonderful recycling center, and we just make holes in them, and that helps them to drain. So what we do is, ideally you get 3 trays that are the same. You get one that you're going to make holes in, and then the other 2 will be left whole, no holes. So I just turn it over and I pop holes, lots and lots of holes, go all the way through. Be careful not to burn yourself.
What are you using?
This is my husband's soldering iron. It's great. Make sure that you make the holes go all the way through and come back out, and that way it should drain. Drains fairly slowly, which is good because the soil doesn't hold a whole lot of moisture like that. So once you have all of your holes drilled, burned in, and we'll do it on all the sections on this. Once you have all of your holes burned into the actual planting tray, then you have your drain tray that it will drain into. And then I use the 3rd tray as the weighted tray to go on top of the seeds once they're down. The way I measure out the seeds is I take my seeds and I fill the tray dry just to make sure that I'm not overplanting. So I'll fill the tray and get a light coverage, and then that's going to be the amount that I use to plant. Then I poured them into a jar, and I marked the jar. So the jar is equal to 3/4 of an inch in here, and that is the volume that it takes of the seeds to cover this. Soaked these for about an hour now, and then they will be ready to plant. So what I'm going to do is take my Fox Farm seed starter soil that I have also soaked here, and I'm going to lay that into. So we take the seeds after they've been soaked, and these are sunflower seeds that have soaked for about an hour, and we take our tray that has the holes in it and place it over the tray that doesn't, and then lay out the soil about an inch deep. You don't want too much soil, and you don't want too many seeds, and you never want to put the soil on top of the seeds because they'll push right out. This is the Fox Farm soil, starter soil, that we're using, and it's a super light mix, so we've pre-soaked it. Let's see what we get here. There's a line inside of this, and these are just the takeout restaurant trays that we found in recycling, so they're really inexpensive and a good size. I mean, there's just the 2 of us and the chickens. So got that. Then I'm going to leave the water in the seeds, but I'm going to pour the seeds out over the soil, getting them all out. And these are from Country Creek Acres, but we've also gotten seeds from True Leaf, High Mowing, Food to Live, and Sprout House. using these all winter long in order to have fresh greens. It's been awesome. And then we just lay them out nice and even. And we'll set them in a warm, sunny spot. So, once I've got the seeds all laid out, then we take the third tray with weight, and we weight the seeds and then let them wait for about 3 or 4 days until we see sprouting, and keep it in a dark, warm spot like the top of our closet, and we'll check back in a few days. Thanks. We're on day 9 of our microgreens growing sunflower seeds, and they are great in anything. So we're having some dumpling pho tonight, and we're gonna add that in, and it'll be awesome. It's a superfood. Hello and welcome back. We are on day 10 of our microgreen grow for the Country Creek Acres sunflower seeds, and they are doing great. I want to show you how vigorous their root structure is. And we have their drain pan filled with water, and they're doing awesome. So we just, at this point, we clip them off, and we can put them in bags and put them in the refrigerator and serve them up with soups and salads and things. This is a little slower grow. This is just out of a high mowing packet for basil, sweet basil, and their root structure hasn't really come through just yet, but I'm going to use these as starts in our garden now that the temperature, outdoor temperature has risen a bit. So we just clip these off, and they will not grow back, unfortunately, but the chickens love the mats when we're all done. And that's our harvest.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Please subscribe down below. Thank you.